guys, how are you? This is a general reading for the collective of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not date or time specific, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Libran. That's perfect. Keep in mind you may need to flip the energies around. That's perfectly normal. We are past the new moon in Leo, and we're building toward the blue moon. A second full moon in the month of August is, or in any month, is a blue moon. It will be a full moon in the sign of Pisces on August 30th. So when we get closer to the time, I'll do a special reading for that. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope if you enjoy this reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. I've got here Divine Abundance. I'm going to pull a card just to activate the reading for those of you watching. It's not lawn day here, Libra, so you got away with that. Virgo suffered through that. But we do have storms brewing. So if you hear thunder or torrential downpour, it's that season. All right, here we go. Ooh, lovely. Inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Oh, and I love the graphic on this, all curled up in that little lotus flower. So yeah, tend to that little one, you know, the one that rises up from fear, gets feelings hurt, doesn't understand certain things. Show compassion to yourself, to that little inner voice inside. Really good message. That's where your divine abundance lives for this reading. All right, so I'm going to pull the spread. I'll give you my general impressions, and then we'll jump in with some clarification. Here we go. Nice. Ace of Cups is the overall energy for the reading. We have recent past. Oh my goodness. We have present energy. And we have the near future. So I'm almost seeing new love. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So I am seeing this as a gift from spirit. This feels like new love, and it may be a past life soulmate. 6 of Cups smack in the middle. Because in the recent past, we have the 7 of Swords, the Sun, and the Devil. There's a running away from happiness here. There's a fear, an inability to trust what feels good. This could be your energy, but I'm getting the impression that it's something you've bumped up against in another connection. Sometimes we come into connection with someone who just can't handle happiness. And they run from it, and they avoid it, and they obfuscate, and they manipulate, and right, they show us their shadow self. To prove that they're unlovable and unworthy. So I'm seeing that here, but in the presence, there's a releasing of that. I feel you are releasing your attachment to that kind of energy, and so this new energy is coming toward you. For some of you, you're dealing with 2 different people, and so you're going to identify the one that runs from happiness and the one that's coming toward you that's open to it, that's more emotionally available, if not even vulnerable. For others of you, you're releasing a connection here that, for lack of a better phrase, has eluded you. That nothing you do is good enough, or loving enough, or caring enough, and you're being gifted and rewarded with new love coming in the form of a past life soulmate. This can be somebody you already know. from this incarnation, and it may not be. It may be to somebody totally new to you. Because whoever it is in the near future, this is the one that shows up for you. It gives you the opportunity to offload all the heavy negative karma from before. It's exciting, optimistic. I'm feeling this Page of Wands with joy and excitement. Like I said, pages are messengers, so it's got a good news sort of approach to it. But it feels like somebody finally freaking shows up for you. And if I hate to say it's a reward, but it is. Because when you stay in the energy of trying to create a safe space for someone and they reject it over and over and over and over, it can really do a number on you. And I feel like you've pushed through and now you're having this opportunity to release all of that. Because it's like a futile effort that becomes a toxic burden. And it keeps you from your own ascension. It keeps you from maintaining your own high vibration. So I see a very positive connection that I'm looking at coming in the present, if not the near future. And it's everything you could want, maybe a little bit more. I'm not seeing it coming out of the blue, so it might be someone you already know. For some of you, that will be the case. Let's just jump in with the clarifiers. Ace of Cups. Lovers, yes. Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you've been in limbo long enough. So this is that moment where we've got the Lovers, the Eight of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So you've been in limbo long enough. I'm putting that over here for the time being, because I really want you to look at what I'm seeing here. Sometimes the Eight of Cups is about walking away. Other times it's about that next leg of your journey, and that you take with you everything you've gained heretofore on an emotional level from a difficult situation that doesn't serve you anymore. So I often get the vibe that this is like the hermit's ascent up the mountain. So it's very much a part of your own spiritual journey. But what's coming in, the overall energy, is a choosing of this beautiful love. Love is being chosen by someone that you are in connection with or will be very soon. I do feel for some of you the release needs to happen first before the new can come on the path, if that makes sense, with this being the path. But the minute you choose love, the minute you choose, and the Lover's card is always a card of choice, the minute you surrender to that reality, I feel it arrives, if it hasn't already. So I'm please understand, this is a general reading, not a private reading. So I have to give you a little bit of a range of energy that's coming through so you can then take it and see what applies to you. And leave the rest. If you do want a private reading, they are available. There's a link in the description box below that will take you to the booking page where you can read all about it. Just wanted to make clear that this is a general. That's why I give a lot of wiggle room. So let's look at the past with the Seven of Swords and the Sun. Yeah, I feel like the thunder is shaking my house. I feel like you and someone were at cross purposes about the future. I do feel this is someone who kept running away or avoiding, leaving you in this crossroads moment, finding yourself single, looking toward the future, but not having a meeting of the minds with whoever this is about. I feel like you reached a crossroads and you weren't seeing things eye to eye. This is the recent past, right? So then let's look at this. So there was no success. The Sun. No success. So then the Sun with the Devil. Three of Wands. Yeah. So sometimes the Three of Wands is anticipation of something coming toward you. Other times it's turning your back on something. And I feel that someone was turning their back on happiness. I don't think it was you. I'm getting a real strong, look at that graphic. It couldn't be any more alarming to look at. The conflict was just too much. I feel when somebody's turning their back on an opportunity to be happy and to build a future, it's like, you know, eventually we have to get the memo and we have to continue on our path. And that's what I feel I see has happened here. Some of you are in the process of releasing it. Others of you have already. And so now, for those of you who have already released it, it's real important that you clear any negative karma around it. That was weird. My apologies. I don't know what happened. This light went out. The sound cut out. My power didn't go out, but I don't know if the computer was overheating. So my apologies. I do not like to dice and splice. That is not my style of reading. I want you to trust the messages coming through. But this is so good, I can't help but put them together. Okay, so please accept my apologies. That was a total technical malfunction. My point was, for those of you who have already released this connection, if you're holding on to any lingering negative karma, get it off the path, because something new is trying to find its way to you. And you want to be available from the highest vibration possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the Death card now, and this is the present energy Death card. I'm going to look at that with the Six of Cups. Yes, releasing the pain. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm going to pull for the Six of Cups with the Knight of Cups first. New love for some of you who are releasing a toxic situation with someone who clearly struggles with being happy. Renewed love for others of you with a divine masculine. Because what I'm seeing here now is a little bit of two powerful energetic signatures kind of blending into one. And I don't want to release this reading now because of that. I want to ask you to kind of flow with me. I'm going to do my best to give you both interpretations. Where we are right now is releasing the pain, clearing the path, so we can open our heart to one who is able to give as well as receive. Divine masculine, past life soulmate, twin flame. For others of you, it is clearing out old wounds from within this connection, so new love can be born into the connection, into the union. And that is a choice. So for some of you, it's not a totally new person. It's like the new and improved. But you have to release the pain of the past that's associated with it, the darkness that's associated with it, the fears that are associated with it, the toxicity that's associated with it. And I'm going to keep saying that to hammer it in, because you cannot receive this from this. Can't. It's not an energetic match. So you've got to really release pain, release old wounds, release resentments. If you are dealing with someone who you've had this struggle with, because I am seeing a reconciliation coming in. And it sort of turns that frown upside down. Four of Cups. It bridges the gap of the emotional distance. We get the bookends of the Six of Cups, and here is the emotional availability, the emotional vulnerability, even a little bit of romance. Okay, so I'm feeling for some of you, there's someone brand new that's going to come in, maybe sweep you up off your feet a little bit, okay? But they can't do that if you're coming from a world of hurt. For others of you, the place where the wound existed, right? That's, what did Rumi say? The light enters, where the wound is. So I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a reconciliation with your divine masculine. For others of you, this is brand new love. Regardless, in either case, you have to release the toxicity, the fear, the negative karma associated with whatever went before, whether it's with the same person or before this new person comes on your path. This is like one of the most powerful readings I've done in a long time. I don't feel any confusion. I feel two very strong timelines and storylines coming through at the same time. And there's a lot of crossover, but the message is very clear. It's kind of different circumstances for some of you, same advice. So now we look at the near future. We have the King of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. Death card. Seven of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. I love all the sevens here. 7, 7. It's very good luck. Yeah, this person shows up and it represents transformation in your life. With the Seven of Cups, I know it's hard because these cards are so very graphic that, there's lots of color and they kind of bleed into each other. But look at the Seven of Cups. That's kind of coming through as emotional overwhelm. All the things you've had to process and work through, things that haven't made sense. There's the Seven of Pentacles, your second seven. This is something that has unfolded over time, very gradually. According to the laws of nature, we're not meant to understand everything in a single instant. It's available to us in a single instant, but it isn't always meant to be understood and processed in a single instant. And I feel that this processing that's been unfolding is representational of some growth and transformation for you that allows you to release it because someone fucking shows up. How about that? And when someone shows up, there's instant clarity. And when I say show up, I hope you know what I mean. It's kind of like what the cool kids say, but someone showing up for you, meaning they do what they say they're going to do. They call when they say they're going to call. They hear something in your voice that sounds a little off and they're at your door, right? It's like, when your voice gets like, yeah, things went really well today. The car broke down and and then they're like, let me come over and look at the car. And you're like, oh my God. I wouldn't ask, but thank you. That's what I mean. Someone who just kind of shows up in your energy field, in your present reality that lets you know they have your back. Oh my God, Libra, this reading. So let's look at the Ten of Wands with the Page of Wands. Queen of Cups, beautiful. Temperance, Hierophant. Yeah, you're jumping to your next highest timeline here with whoever this is. Doesn't matter, existing divine masculine or a new divine masculine. You're jumping to your next highest timeline, receiving the love, looking back at that burden, releasing it with ease and grace, with patience and wisdom. Reclaiming your balance, reclaiming a sense of sovereignty even for who you are at your core, right? That's the Hierophant. And there's the new timeline, jumping into the next leg of the journey with optimism and excitement, passion as well. So, yeah, it feels good. Just turn off my phone. So that looks good to me. I'm going to pull one extra card for the Page of Wands. Chariot. Yes, forward motion, progress, moving forward with excitement, with passion, with optimism into your next highest timeline you go. So that's what I have for this part of the spread. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you all the astrology, and there's a lot here, But in the description box below this video, in the top sentence, you'll see the link to the extended. I kind of want to look at it from this Emperor's point of view, whether this is someone new or someone that you've been through a hell of a lot with, where there's something that's being really released so we can kind of purge it and move forward and grow and transform. It doesn't matter. That's your call. You get to make that call of who this is. But I'm calling it the Emperor. I want to see how they show up. I want to see their take on this situation, especially if it's someone that you've already been dealing with. It could be someone new, and so you'll get a flavor of what they're up to. How this person sees you, thinks about you, feels about you, and their intentions toward you and the connection going forward. That's what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and see the astrology. The Lover's card is Gemini. Hanged Man is Neptune, which rules Pisces. We have Nine of Pentacles is some Virgo action there. The Sun is the Sun, but rules Leo. Double hit of this devil is Capricorn. Double hit of the Death card is Scorpio. The Emperor here is Aries, ruled by Mars. We have the Knight of Cups is Pisces. King of Pentacles is Taurus. Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. Temperance is Sagittarius. Our Hierophant here is Taurus. Page of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag. And the Chariot is Cancer. Wow, lots of powerful energy here. Thank you for your understanding with the freak out of my technology. Glad I made it through the end. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.